Hello, my crafty friends. This is Sheree. Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. I'm so glad you're here. I am doing a little crafting today. I just thought I would just, keep you some company, or you can keep me company. So, what my plan is what I want to do is get ready for the next journal. So, excuse me. I'll explain my cough in a second, or my choke. But yeah, I'm getting ready to make this book into a journal. And with these pages, and I showed it to you before, and this cover, I think it's going to be really cute, nice and fallish, with this little beaver on the front, and the mushrooms and everything. But along with that, I put in my project cart that little book and the leftovers from this autumn collection kit that I was using for the last journal, the squirrel journal. And so I have some cut aparts here, and I'll just show you what I have real quick. I still have, let's see, these are cut aparts, but they're 4x6, and I used this side of the paper, so you can see I cut a piece out there. And so I still have two cut aparts I could use if I want to. A little raccoon, a little skunk there. And then I'll just use these as scraps, and I'll glue this side down and be able to use that part of that pattern. And I have this one, super pretty fallish paper. And then I have these cut aparts. That's what I'm working on right now. And then still have from that collection kit several pieces of this, it's double-sided scrapbook paper. Lots of stickers left. And more paper here. All double-sided, from that collection kit. This is the, let's see, where's a branding strip? A Perfect Autumn by Lori Whitlock, which I got at echopark.com. So, what I started doing, I meant to get the journal out and just get some papers out. The book, and get some papers out and show you, how I was going to get started. But then I started looking at these journaling cards, and I wanted to, kind of do something a little different. So I'll show you what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. I've been in a coffee dyeing paper mode. I coffee dye my papers inside, so I have a table permanently set up right now, much to my dismay. I wish I could make myself put it away, but I like to keep it out so that, because it would declutter the space, but I like to keep it out because I like to, if I feel like coffee dyeing, I just want to have the table ready. It's a table, like just a standard, folding table that you get at Home Depot or Lowe's Home Improvement, one of those folding work tables, and it has a tablecloth on it, so I can just spread my paper out there and coffee dye at any time and let them dry there and everything. So anyway, I never know when I'm going to want to do that, so I kind of just leave it up all the time. But one day I might put it away. I don't know. Probably not. But here's one cut apart I did, and I left some of these. See, these are all still together. I haven't cut them apart yet. So I thought, well, I'll make some of them into booklets, or probably most of them into little booklets, and some of them into that I just have two that are separate here. And I already glued a piece of paper on the back of this. This is coffee dyed, like it's either composition book paper or notebook paper. You can see it's coffee. I guess you can see it's coffee dyed. That's what it is. It's coffee dyed. So I've got those two with paper on them because it had this dark brown, kind of pattern on the back, and then of course you can't write on that, so I'm adding a little piece of paper. But I just happen to have these. It's such a coincidence. I just happen to have these little pieces of paper. You never know when you're going to need a little piece of paper, right? That's why we save all our bits and pieces. But this just happens to fit on here so perfect. Look at that. So I'll show you what I've been doing. I have it right here. I took my scrap box. This is my scrap box. Maybe it doesn't look like a scrap box. I have my scrapbook paper pieces that are scraps over on my dresser because I've been using those on the little half composition books. So I have them in a little pile so I can just grab those, not have to go through everything and separate them. I have them over there so I can grab those, grab composition book, do a video, go and do it in front of the TV, whatever is going on. But I went through here also and have several other things. But what I was doing with the coffee dyeing is I had put these papers in there, and I think these are notebook papers where I cut off the holes. I had these in. I have a pile of papers next to my coffee dyeing table that I want to coffee dye. So I think these were there, and I don't know if I got them ready for a project or what, and then didn't use them, so I ended up putting them in my, or some of them at least, in my scrap box here. And the same for these right here. And these were other scraps of paper that were in here. So like these are, see, it's just kind of lightweight cardstock. It's not file folder. It was just other white cardstock that I had. So I went through my scrap box and I pulled all these things out of here. You know, of course I can't coffee dye these all at one time. I don't, you know, it's just that one table, one folding table. So whatever fits on there, that's what I coffee dye, let it dry, and do another batch. So this took, you know, like I said, a couple, maybe a few weeks. But yeah, I did end up coffee dyeing all of this. And so yeah, here's the little white scraps. And then there's a couple pieces of scrapbook paper that was in here that was white on the back. See, it's brown on this side and white. I mean, it was white here, so I coffee dyed those. And then I had cut these for a project that I didn't end up using, like little notebooks or whatever, and didn't use them, so I had these in here in my scrap box, and so I coffee dyed all of these, and that's where I'm getting the paper, you know, this. It just happens to fit on the back of a journaling card, so I have all of this, and yeah, I individually coffee dyed all these little pieces of paper. But, you know, I mean, a lot, those fit on the table all at one time, so I could get them all done. It's just a matter of going over them with the coffee that takes the most time. And then this right here was what I'm thinking was notebook paper, and I coffee dyed all of these. And if you've ever coffee dyed or gotten notebook paper wet, you can see I really like how it comes out, and they're all, you know, completely different. It's like different patterns come out, but see how the blue lines kind of, sometimes they completely disappear, and you can see what these did. And so I really like using this paper just because of the different kind of patterns on there, and they look really cool in a journal. And then, you know, you can write on them or whatever you want to do, and they're all kind of, in here, kind of crinkly by the time you get done. So yeah, these have been done for a few days, and I wanted to show you that. But I have plenty of these to go on the back of my, I have that right behind me so I can grab them. I have plenty of these to go on my little drawing cards here. So I glued these two down. I think they're staying pretty good. I didn't want to use, you know, I don't want to use art glitter glue on here because I was afraid it would make my paper wrinkly, and I just really wanted it to be flat on here, and I didn't want to use Fabri-Tac because that would just be overkill, I think, and it might, I don't know if it would be flat or what. So I'm just using some glue stick and then, you know, on here, and I don't think I need to sew around them or anything, but if I'm going to leave them sit for a few days and see if, you know, they you know, because the glue stick does glue down like tissue paper and napkin, if you've ever tried it, really good. Like, you don't have to worry about it coming apart. But, and this is kind of like, it's pretty thin paper. I would say it's not quite as thin as tissue paper, but just about. So I'm going to see how it turns out. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm just gluing some paper on these like this so it can have writing room. And I think the coffee dyed element of it makes it looks really, actually, you know, what I think is pretty. I hope you do too. If you like coffee dyed paper and kind of the vintage, kind of almost grungy look, I would say you would like these. But also, I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to add a little something to these? So I got out and this one I already put paper in. I think I already showed you that. So I've got these three ready to go. This is my little cutting mat from, you know, you get these at Dollar Tree. And so I use that for when I glue, so I don't get my, even though I have gotten glue on it, I'm sure, I try not to get too much glue on it, so I use this when I feel like I'm going to get a lot of glue on my table. So, oh, here's my pin I was missing. This was just stuck to my finger, and it flipped away somewhere, and I couldn't find it, so I put another pin in my glue bottle. But let me put this one in there. This is, I don't know if I cut this off by mistake or if it was short or what when I got it, but anyway, my glue bottle is broken. The little middle part came off, and so I just put this little pin in the top, and it's not a stainless steel one. I have stainless steel ones. I have plenty of them, but I didn't go get one, and I put this in the top, and I realized it's too short to get down into the glue, so it doesn't get rusty. If you want to do that or try it, just get one of your little pins and use a wire cutter. Just be careful of your eyes and, you know, all that. But you can cut your pin shorter, and then it won't get down into the glue. I didn't do that on purpose. It just worked out that way because I found it in my pin cushion. I was like, oh, okay, let me try that. Maybe that'll work. And it's been working, and it hasn't got rusty or anything. So anyway, back to decorating these. So I put the paper in, and I brought over my Prima flowers and thought it would be fun to put a little flower on here. So here's some little sunflowers actually that I could add. See how pretty that would be. I want to put them at the top if I put a flower on here though, so that I can put them in a pocket. So, you know, any little flower I put on here, I'll put up here. So I wasn't really thinking sunflowers, but these are sunflowers from Dollar Tree. I just added them to my, since they're flowers, I added them to my Prima. They call this a pillar. Prima pillar. Does it say it on there? Yeah, right here. It says pillar. Prima pillar. Yeah, this is Prima. I think I may have this if you want to go through my link on in my description box to Amazon to see how much these are and if they're still on Amazon and all that. They probably are. Oh, here's a little yellow one. That would be cute. And yeah, I know when I first saw these, people would use them and they would never say where they got them or what they were called, so I didn't even know what to search for. So whenever I use these, I try to say what they are. They're Prima, P-R-I-M-A. Prima, oh, here's a little pretty one. Prima, P-R-I-M-A, flower pillar, flowers. If you just see, here's the Prima flowers. And so, yeah, and the price wasn't too bad. So whenever I got them, I've had them for a couple of years now at least. But still, finally, I saw someone say the name of them, and I went and got them right away. I think I'm going to put this one over here. That looks cute with the bird. Okay, so yeah, for these, let's see. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for these little flowers because they're kind of like flat, you know, not necessarily. I don't know. They're kind of like fabric paper type flowers, so I think maybe more paper than fabric, but anyway, Fabri-Tac will be sure to hold them on, so not too much though, Sheree. So yeah, I just thought you might enjoy, since I started doing it with me, and we can keep each other company and see how these turn out. It wasn't really what I planned to do. Like I said, I wanted to get started on that journal, which these will be for the journal, but I just wanted to go ahead and do something with these too. So there we go. That one I'm going to say is done, ready to write in, ready to decorate. Got a little decoration on it, more than what it started with. I think that's super cute. You could put buttons on there too. If I want to get out my buttons, I could put buttons on there. Okay, let's get a couple flowers. Like this one really needs some brightening up, you know. So let's look for a flower here. Those little ones are, let me put the lid here, and then the flowers I'm not using I'll put over there. A little purple one. How would that look? Here's a little blue one. I'm going to be using small ones, it looks like, but a little purple and blue. That would brighten it up. Especially the blue one. The purple one doesn't really show up. Let's see how the purple one looks over here. Maybe something else brighter behind that blue one or on top of the blue one. Here's a bigger blue one in case we need that. And then I can try, well, that was purple. Let's try a bigger purple one. Let's see if we like that better. It's kind of overkill. Let's try that over here. Oh, you know what? This is too big. But there's a blue, kind of bluish on here. And let's see, here's a smaller blue one. I mean, not smaller, but let's try blue and then purple. That's cute. I like that. I like that. Just trying to think if it needs anything else. Definitely like that. I got a bunch of these sunflowers in here from Dollar Tree. I know I saw them this year and I was like, oh, no, Sheree, you do not need any more sunflowers. Look at all these sunflowers. I don't know if you can see them over here. Let me show you. I've got a pile of sunflowers. See? Don't want to mess up my camera. Okay, yeah, let's glue this down. I like this blue with the other blues. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do this pretty quick because I've got my family coming over and I've got lunch already. So I thought I'd come in here and craft for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm being bad. I'm being naughty. I'm kind of being naughty. I should be in there. But it's all ready, so why not come in here and do some crafting? I made chili. Big pot of chili. Yummy chili. I tasted it a couple times. And it's perfect. I like it a little spicier, but like one of my sons likes it spicy. Not overly spicy, like not like burn your mouth. You can't breathe spicy, but just, spicy enough. But my other son doesn't really, it's not that he doesn't like spicy, he just likes a little spice. So this chili has just enough spice to make everybody happy. And then if they want more, they can add more spice to it, right? Whatever they want to add, Texas Pete, Tabasco. I don't know if I have Tabasco. I have Texas Pete and or they can add some, red pepper, whatever. So anyway, and then I have the rice. I have rice ready. I have cheese, like a shredded Colby Jack to put on, sprinkle on top. That's pretty, right? And then, so we'll add that to our little done pile. Okay, now this one, I said needs some brightening up, and that purple flower is too big. I like the blue one. This purple flower is too unwieldy. Oh, that's cute. Actually, I like that. Why do I like that? I don't know. This is so cute. Look at that. I like it. I'm doing it. I'm not going to hesitate because I got to go pretty soon. But yeah, Colby Jack, shredded cheese, sour cream, and I cut up 2 onions, 2 medium-sized onions. Chopped them up so can sprinkle that. Whoever wants whatever can put whatever on. I put onion powder, or no, shredded onion. The spice chopped onions, not actual raw onions. The spicy, you can get it in a spice bottle, chopped onions, because, we got our picky eaters and they don't like onions, so I just put the chopped onions that come in the spice jar in there so I can have my onions. I can have my cake and eat it too, right? They won't know there's onions in there, and I have my onion flavor. Okay. That is adorable. Okay. And then, so I have all of these. So I need to cut these out. We're just going to work for about 5 more minutes. But yeah, I have everything ready. So why not come in here and craft for a few minutes? They're going to be here possibly anywhere from in 15 minutes. Or now it's in 10 minutes. They could be here. Or it could be 25 minutes, depending on, certain people's schedules. If you have younger kids, just wait until they grow up when you try to get together and all their schedules and their wife's schedules and your husband's schedule. It's like coordinating a main event here. No, but we do this every weekend, so whoever's available is here and whoever's not isn't here. Just the way it goes. Everybody has a job, you know, or things going on. All right, so here's the next one. So I kind of don't know what they're going to look like exactly until I cut them out and fold them. So that's kind of interesting to see what they look like after I cut them out, because I didn't really plan on, you know, keeping these together. It just happened to be like, okay, these are left. Let's see, what am I going to do with these type of thing. So there we go. That is cute. Little mushroom mason jar on the front with the wood, and then we're going to put paper in there, and here on the back it says hoodies, hot cocoa, boots, blue jeans, crisp air, it's fall. So that is cute. I like that one. Let's cut these out and see what these look like. So yeah, it's just a little fun crafting time here. A quick little thing I can do before my family arrives. I was going to say invades my house, but I didn't. No, we're going to have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun this afternoon, and my little granddaughter's going to be here. And she's going to make a big mess. I have a little toy corner for her in my living room. A little kind of, it's a little bench with a shelf underneath. And so it used to have a cushion on top where you could sit on the top part, the bench. But I have the bench, the cushion is, I didn't, someone gave it to me. Or who gave it to me? My son and daughter-in-law who have the grandchild, gave it to me, but I just took the cushion off, and so the top part is also a shelf now, so it's 2 shelves, and I just have her toys all organized pretty much on the top shelf, and then bottom shelf is books, and then I have a little cabinet I told you about before in the kitchen that was mine. My grandfather made it for me, and gave it to me when I was like 1 year old, and I recently redid it, painted it pink for her, and so these are cute too. We've got fall, that's really cool, and on the back the little fox, hey there Foxy, it says. I mean, any of these would be cute either which way, right? There's a little owl on the back, fall blessings, so those are really cute. So we'll grab some of our little papers real quick. Glue those inside, and we'll have these done before we know it. I'm going to just put some quick glue on here. I think that might be easier than spreading it on the paper. This will dry clear whatever extra glue I have on here, so I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I'm going to see how they are. Kind of an experiment. I don't know if I've ever used glue stick on notebook paper, or, you know, I think that, well, I don't know. I just don't know if this is notebook paper or composition book paper. But I was just wondering if one is thinner than the other. Like, is composition book paper thinner? I'd have to go look at it, actually, but I was thinking it might be, but I'm not really totally sure. I'd have to actually go and look at it. You know, I use both of them, though. I'm willing to use both of them. Because I like the composition book paper because you can get it out of the composition book in the 2 pages, you know, and then you have those 2 pages to put in a signature, which is really cool. And then you can fold over the edges and have little flip outs, so very useful for journals. Okay, so that looks good. See how it's all nice and flat? I like that. And if there's a wrinkle, you can flatten it out. See that a little bit, put a little bit right here. Did I get it? No, what am I doing wrong here? I'm putting enough glue on there or something. There we go. Okay, all right, that one. Just put that to the side for a second while we do these. Quick like a bunny. I've got 5 minutes till the first. See, it was 12. The time is 12. is 12 o'clock when people were supposed to be here. But my husband will be late. So he said, well, I'll be there at 12:15. Something, and everybody's like, okay, 12:15, it should work. So I'm thinking instead of 12 now, the original time, everybody's going to be here possibly at 12:15. So that's why I say, I don't know if they'll be here in 10 minutes or now it's 5 minutes or 20 minutes. But everything's ready, so all I gotta do is take the sour cream out of the refrigerator and the cheese and the onions. I've got bowls out and spoons out. I've got napkins ready. It's an easy meal to prepare, right, Shelly? I haven't prepared it since last winter or whenever it was. I don't know if I prepared any in the early spring when it was still cold or not, but I might have because I like chili a lot. But I don't make it a lot. I make it I probably guess I would make it 4 times a year, you know. I don't know, because I make different things. I don't make the same thing every week. So I make it 3 or 4 times a year, I would say. All right, so that one is done with the paper. I'm kind of leaving them open over here so they can dry. And then this one, well, I brought over just the right amount of paper. I grabbed 6 pieces. I didn't even count them. Isn't that funny when that happens, when you grab the right exact amount of whatever it is? How does that happen? Okay. If I hear someone arriving, I'll just have to go, but I'm gonna push it to the limit here. And see what we can get done. See if we can finish these last 3. Put our paper in, and then we'll pick out some flowers. And then the next video will be working on that book. Cannot wait to get it started because it's going to be so cute. Okay, let's see. All right, this corner is the one I missed this time. My glue is going fast. All right, do I have it? Let me see here. This side right here, I think I need a little bit more. Let me peel this up. Somebody's outside, but they're not arriving yet. Okay, so make sure they're all straight. This one needs to dry. Well, they all probably need to dry still some more, but all right. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go. So you got the idea. I'm gonna finish these out, putting flowers on like these. I hope you, that gave you some inspiration and ideas for your own journaling cards. And I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.